toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your play days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Now the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Sets up the screen. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Florida State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The give out of the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. Crosses the 30. Continues to fight for yards. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help them the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like
turning it on. Ball spins away. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Georgia going up tempo. DB's right up on the receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, it's blocked. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll ride Davis here. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air. It's Castellanos. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Pittman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Running to Green. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, no! Once he got some room, it was over. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Arizona State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, give on the inside.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Bell. Tough physical run, stiff arm and all, as they get it out to the 13. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Oh, what a move to get open. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They'll move the tight end. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Looking to get it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. The snap sets up to throw. They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
1st and 10 from their own 17. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Castellanos. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to Davis. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll ride Davis here. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's White. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise. We have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The run from the shotgun. He's in open space downfield. It's a fumble. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down.
What a lucky break for the run. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake in fumbling in the first place.
Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent. So
Gashing the knee on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A third and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Lining up to tackle. Onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Arizona State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off play action. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Georgia going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Bell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. One final play before the end of the quarter. Got it in the middle. It's White. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll try the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
It'll be third and long. To throw, it's Castellanos. The short hands, it's White. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
They'll run play action. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Punt is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And that's the first time the big fella's made a play. Like, this offense is built around his dynamic playmaking ability. That's usually a big part of what they do. It's not as...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth. He's got it. First down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Young. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give to Davis. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Trying play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Here we go.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big